Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
And welcome back to the Daily Vibe. Man, it's been a weird past couple of days.
Yeah, happy Friday, everybody. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, happy Friday.
Yeah.
That's our favorite day.
Yeah.
Wyatt's favorite day, too.
Yeah, I think it's everybody's favorite day. Unless you work the weekends, I mean, then...
Yeah. All right, I guess.
Then today could be your Sunday or something, you know?
Yeah. Now, we missed you guys yesterday. We didn't get one done. We had some stuff come up in the morning. Roxanne had to go to town.
Yeah, I had to take Wyatt in. He got his new glasses, so...
Yep, glasses time. And then we had our neighbor, Jack. He showed up randomly out of the blue, which is completely fine.
Yeah.
And he was over here for like 2 hours. We were just shooting the breeze with him. And
yeah, showing him what we got going on. And
yeah, and just, you know, being neighborly.
Yeah.
The best we could. Yeah. Being nice.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Yeah, he first pulled up. He even said, he's like, I just want to come over here and say hi before the heat really comes.
And see what's going on.
Yeah.
Haven't been over here in a minute. He pops in every once in a while, which is cool. So
yeah.
He's the first neighbor that we met when we moved here. First person.
Yeah.
Neighbor.
Yeah.
Right? And he lives just right across the street, and you know, he's got a lot more land than we do, but
yeah.
Lives over there, and he's lived here most of his life, and
yeah.
He knows the area very well.
Yeah.
So it's nice to be neighborly like that.
Yeah. And I love asking him all kinds of questions about living around here and growing up over here.
Oh yeah.
You know.
He used to tell us, you know, you guys know our mountain in the back that you see in our videos all the time, that big mountain. Him and his dad, he's told us that he's gone up when he was a kid. They used to go way up in that mountain, go hunting and different things, and he said there's a waterfall up there.
Yeah, he's not the first person I've heard that says there's a really cool waterfall back there.
It's funny because all the locals around here, right, say, oh yeah, there's a big waterfall up there. During the spring, it's a big waterfall, and
yeah.
You know, and it's really cool and super nice up there. And I'm like, oh cool, can you show me where it's at? Oh, I don't remember where it's at.
Yeah,
no, everybody knows there's a waterfall.
Yeah, my grandpa took me, you know, years ago, and
yeah, but no one seems to know how to get there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, are we not local enough yet to know the secrets?
Yeah, maybe not.
Of the hidden waterfall?
Maybe that's the test, you know.
You know.
And then maybe
we haven't passed the test yet.
Yeah, and then when we do, we'll know. They're like, hey, I want to take you guys someplace.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then we go out there and it's like a whole bunch
and then
of...
we'll say, hey, I thought you didn't know where this is at. Well, you know.
You imagine if you go out there and it's like this big giant hidden oasis that just the local Arkansas folk out here are like, oh yeah, I used to go out there.
Yeah.
You know, you passed initiation, so we can show you guys now.
The rite of passage, you know.
Yeah, rite of passage. I don't know if you guys hear that. Do you guys hear that? We'll be quiet. Listen. If you can hear that, I don't know if you can. But
I'm sure you can.
That's the power lines going nuts.
Yeah, first we were at the house and Anthony was like, what is that sound?
Yeah, it
I
sounds
said,
like water.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think it's the power lines. I think there's just a lot of humidity in the air today.
It does do that every once in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they're like, it sounds dumb, but like if they're sending like way more power through to like power something, or the humidity, or like, I have no idea, but every once in a while the power lines back here, you guys can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. They go nuts.
Yeah, they make really loud. It sounds kind of like cicadas.
Yeah.
You know, kind of, but it's, I don't know.
It just...
Or running water, or it's raining, or something.
But you can hear it all the way at the house, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah. That's not the first time, especially like, Lillian.
She's messing with Mora, look. Biting collars.
Hanging on her collar. Poor Mora. She's like,
yeah. That's what she does all day. Just plays around. And Mora just acts like she's not even there.
Yeah, Mora's like, whatever.
Watch.
But what was I going to say? Oh, during the ice storm, sometimes the power lines over there, they get really loud during the ice out there.
Oh yeah, I know. It freaks me out because there'll be ice on it.
Yeah.
On the lines, even though it's, I mean, not like hanging ice, but you know there's a little bit of ice on it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They start drooping a little bit more. You would think it'd like melt off or something, I don't know.
Yeah, right, you would think.
But it doesn't, that's alright. But yes, it's nice to be neighborly, guys, and be thoughtful of others.
Oh, yes.
Lillian.
Yeah, right, Lily?
Be thoughtful of Mora right now. She don't want to deal with you.
Yeah, Mora don't care.
Yeah. But when did, you know, I've been seeing it more and more recently, guys, in the world. I'm sure maybe you guys have too. people are just not caring about other people.
Yeah, I agree.
In this world.
Yeah.
I don't understand how and when, like, it's turned to be like that.
Yeah.
You know,
kind of a one man for himself.
Kind of a thing. Like,
yeah.
everybody for me, and, you know, forget everybody else kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's been happening for a long, long, long time, probably way before I've been around.
Yeah, it's been in the works,
getting
I guess
that
you
way.
could say.
But I've heard stories, you know, from my grandparents and my mom and my dad and different things, saying, oh yeah, when I was growing up, you know, all the neighbors used to come over and help do this. All the, you know, friends and family would help out everybody whenever needed.
Yeah.
And then slowly it just seems like, I mean, even strangers, right? Strangers would come over and help and do random things. But it does seem like more and more, as time goes by, people are literally just not even caring about anybody anymore.
Well, and
as much.
People just being polite, right? Like, go to the grocery store, you know, your please and thank yous and have a nice day, and, you know.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
You don't see any of that crap anymore.
Yeah.
Crap, well, let me rephrase that. You don't see any of that stuff. You just see crap all the time now. Is what I was meaning.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's people out there that are still very polite and nice, because I deal with them too, but I see a lot more of the, you know.
Yeah. It's just like, come on, guys.
It's like, man, just because, you know, if you had a bad day, I'm sorry to hear that, but, you know, it's not my fault.
Yeah. And
I'm just trying to be nice.
And totally random, and I know you guys won't understand this, but you'll get the concept of what I'm talking about really fast, right?
Yeah.
So, like in one of the games we play, real long story short, you need 5 real people to help you out do things, right? And, for example, you'll have 5 people. You go inside an area and you have to kill 5 bosses, and each boss gives you a different piece of, you know, a sword or armor or something that you may need.
Yeah, yeah.
And long story short, what I'm getting at this is, you'll go in there and nobody wants to do kill any of the bosses except for ones that they need only.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, forget you, I don't care what you need, I'm in here for me. Me.
Yeah, and if you say, hey, we're gonna do this whole thing because I need this. Oh, well, then I'm not.
Yeah, well, I'm leaving then.
Yeah, I'm leaving. It's not worth my time.
Yeah, it's like this entitlement attitude is spreading like wildfire. Even more and more now with like kids your generation. Hate to say it.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
Roxanne is a total. She's not, but her age group is the millennials.
Yeah.
Okay? I made the cutoff.
Yeah, you know. Well, I think part of it too, like, people just, they don't want to work hard for anything anymore.
No, they want everything handed to you right away.
Yeah.
Instant gratification society nowadays. Like, all the animals are going nuts.
Yeah, jeez.
Come on, guys. But doesn't it seem like that, guys? Like, the more and more time goes by, and I hate to say it, but it's the younger generation. You know, it is. It's the younger generations. They just want everything right now. Right now. I want to go to college and not have to work, get a degree in whatever, and instantly make, you know, manager money.
Yeah.
Instant. I went to college. I'm owed.
Yeah, it's kind of like that movie, Family Vacation, or I don't remember which vacation movie it is, which one it is. But
what happened in the movie? I'll tell you. Where'd they go? Europe. You talking about with Chevy Chase?
Yeah, I think it's the very first vacation.
That's just vacation.
Yeah, they go and visit the cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
And the wife tells the girl, the mom or whatever in there, he's holding off for a management position.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't want to get a job.
Because he doesn't want to get a job at a fast food place.
That's just National Lampoon's Vacation, where they go to Wally World and stuff.
Yeah, and you know, she's struggling, she's pregnant, she's working 3 jobs. And he's holding off for a management position. No, that's a Christmas Vacation.
Is it Christmas?
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but I don't know which movie that was exactly, but yes. Christmas Vacation is one of my favorites.
The mom says it about her
Eddie.
to the husband.
Yeah, about Eddie.
Yeah. He's holding off for a management
Holding off for a management position.
Yeah.
No, that's just being lazy. That's what that is. But that's what it's coming down to, this, guys. We're talking about. We were talking about this morning and yesterday, and we were like, it's like, when did everybody become so entitled, man?
Yeah, I mean,
seriously.
Yeah, you know, if
I don't get it.
I don't mind working at fast food if I absolutely have to. you know?
No, me neither.
You know, I don't mind working hard and doing things I need to do to, you know, make it by.
No, I agree. Like one of the things Roxanne and myself, we discussed, right? Before we even moved here.
Yeah.
I'm walking this way.
Okay.
The animals. But before we even moved here, we're like, hey, let's get all this stuff, you know, on the property as much as we can. Let's get it going. And when it comes down to it, when we need, and if we need to go back into the workforce, it doesn't really matter, like what we do.
Yeah.
Like I'm not entitled to make, I don't feel entitled that, oh, well, my back history, I need to get paid a certain amount, or I'm only going to take this certain job because it's, you know, that's beneath me. If, you know, if I take this job, that's a beneath me job.
Yeah.
And so like you were saying, like I have no problems going and saying, hey, do you want fries with that?
No.
Or welcome to Walmart.
Yeah.
Or, you know, the feed stores over here.
Yeah.
There's a wrench. Anyway, I find all these random wrenches everywhere. But kids nowadays, man, I tell you, and I see it all over the news. I see it on TV. You see it in movies. You see it in everything all the time. YouTube. Oh my God, it's all over YouTube. Kids nowadays.
Yeah.
It's insane. I mean, channels that don't have anything to do with us.
Social media.
Yeah, social media.
Yeah.
Right, but it's like everybody thinks they're entitled to the best and the best all the time. They haven't done anything to earn it. They have no skills, but yet they want the best of the best. They just want it handed to them, and they want it handed to them right now. Not in a year, not in 5 years, not in 10 years. They want it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Instant gratification is what I'm saying. And that's BS, man.
Oh, I totally agree.
When, the key word, right? When did that happen?
Well, when and how?
What started that?
Like, I remember growing up.
I blame the hippies.
Yeah, I remember growing up. I watched my mom work very hard to provide for us, and she would always tell me, you're gonna have to work hard to make it by in life, and you know.
Yeah. Don't expect anybody to just give you something.
Well, she told me.
My mom would tell me that.
Yeah, well, my mom, this is how she would tell me. She said, the only person you can depend on is yourself.
That's right.
And if you can't depend on yourself, you sure can't depend on anybody else.
Yeah.
And it's true.
It is true.
I mean, I'm an adult now. You know, I still live by that.
It was very frustrating. We were just talking about it, you know, drinking some coffee and stuff. We're like,
yeah, well,
like when did this happen?
Yeah, well, part of it was last night with the video game situation.
Oh yeah, we were getting super mad.
Yeah, and then, you know, it's just kind of like, you kind of think about, you know, you go down that rabbit hole of like, well, you know, video games.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's also social media.
Yeah, and there's this, and do you see this video?
Yeah.
You know, it's
Look
like
at this entitled person.
And I know it sounds dumb, guys. I get it. You're like, who cares? It's a video game. I get it. Totally understand. Understand where you're coming from.
Look at that fat frog.
Yeah, that's a big giant mama frog. But it plays into everything, like in the world, even though it's a video game. But that same mentality.
Oh yeah, it still is there.
Is prevalent in the world.
Yeah.
In life.
Yeah, video games, social media.
I mean, why do you think we do not give Wyatt an allowance? We don't give him an allowance.
Yeah.
He gets paid.
Yeah, compensation.
For the work he does.
It's called compensation.
And he even calls it his paycheck.
Yeah.
Like no joke. And exactly.
He's not entitled to it.
He's not entitled to it.
Yeah.
Just because you're alive.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're entitled to this from me. My job as your dad is to feed you and clothe you and shelter you. That's my job.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't need to do anything else. I mean, I will, and I do.
Yeah, of course.
You get what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're not entitled to an allowance. You don't need 20, and we don't pay him for his grades either. That's just a personal thing between me and Roxanne. And teach their own on that. You guys, everybody that raises their kids, raise them however you see fit. That's your business.
I mean, there's really no right or wrong way. I mean, there is a wrong way and a right way to raise your kids, I guess. I don't know. But everybody's got their own ideas.
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, nobody, when it comes to raising kids, the only thing I can say is as long as you're not hurting them, like, do whatever you want to do. That's your business. I'm not even going down the how you should raise your kids.
No, I don't want
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going down that. I'm just letting you know how we do it, right?
Yeah.
Because there is no right or wrong way to raise your kids, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Right? As long as they're being taken care of. They're treated well.
I will say this.
However that may be.
This is what Dr. Phil says.
Oh, no.
As far as raising kids.
Here we go.
He says, our job as parents is to raise kids for the next phase of their life.
Well, yeah, our job is to make them become productive adults.
Yeah, citizens
and you know what?
in this country, right?
And I think some of you older parents out there have failed at that with these entitlement little brats nowadays.
Yeah.
I think you have failed. And if something doesn't happen, the whole world is going to be, where's my money? Give me my check.
Yeah.
Hand it over. Well, what'd you do for that check?
Well,
I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah, my name's Joe Blow. That's why. You know?
And it's bullcrap.
Yeah, I don't agree with it.
So, think about that, guys.
Yeah, I'll work hard for anything I need to work hard for, whatever it may be.
And you have, and we have.
Oh yeah.
Not just here, guys. I mean, I think people, when you do YouTube, you put your life out there like what we do. I think people, they don't forget because they never known, but they don't realize, it's not in the back of their heads that, hey, you know, we had lives before all this. Yes. We had to work.
Yeah, well, and I will say this too, like we had to work hard, save, and scrimp by and do things like that. But because we've done that, it's entitled us to have this.
We're not entitled.
No, that's what I guess.
I know what you're meaning.
Yeah.
We've earned.
There you go, earned. Yeah, we've earned to be able to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
This wasn't handed to us.
I will say,
right?
it's our life savings.
It was.
Yeah, that's our life savings right here.
The entire time we were married, we saved every dime that we could.
Yeah.
We scrimped by. We lived like we were broke.
Yeah,
can't even afford to go on vacation. Can't go out to eat for years.
Yeah, worked overtime when
years.
we needed to.
A decade.
You know?
We did that.
Yeah.
And then I see these kids, like I'm saying, this whole entitlement thing. They think they're owed everything. A new car. I'm owed this. I'm owed a good paying job. You can't do this to me, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, what have you done to earn any of that? Nothing.
Yeah.
Like I said, just because you were born, all I can talk about is the United States because I'm not from any other country. Yeah. But just because you were born here doesn't mean you're entitled to crap. True. In my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I mean, certain government entities think you are, but I don't agree with that. Yeah, well, I don't think you should just be handed anything because you're alive.
Yeah, you should work for it.
Yeah.
You know what? And not just because, you know, how... You mean I gotta work for, you know, a living or whatever? What about the pride in that?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no pride anymore in...
And I guess that's where we're getting at too.
Yeah.
Is that kind of stuff. With
people working. Like, I look around and I see everything we do. I'm proud. Mm-hmm. I'm so proud that our life savings is going towards something good where I can physically, visually see where my money's at. And not like, oh, we went to
We're doing the best we could.
We bought, you know, Starbucks coffees all the time.
Oh yeah, do people waste their money?
Yeah,
I mean, they throw it away. Throw it away on junk, like coffee. That's a big one. And I love coffee.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, $6 for a cup of coffee? Yeah. You're crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll get that once in a blue moon.
Yeah, well,
at the airport, something like that, no problem.
Those are little treats, you know. Oh, we're traveling across the country. Let's get some coffee at Starbucks, you know.
Yeah. Or when we're in Seattle. When we were in Seattle, I'm going to Starbucks.
Yeah,
the first one ever. And go get me a coffee, right?
That was more of just a
I don't know.
Landmark trip, I guess.
I don't know. Yeah, we went back. I know we're rambling now, but I proposed to Roxanne in Seattle.
Yeah.
I was on leave.
Right before you
Right
left.
before I left to go to Afghanistan, and I proposed to her there, and came back, got married and everything, and then she wanted to go back, and I wanted to go back too, and we went back and stayed at the exact same hotel, went to the same restaurants, everything, and kind of relived
that time,
that weekend, and it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
So yeah, and we went to the first Starbucks and all that stuff.
Yeah, both times.
Yeah. So don't be entitled, guys.
Yeah, no. Try to.
You ain't owed anything.
And you know,
zero.
Pride.
Take pride.
Yeah, take some pride in your life and in yourself. You know.
Well, and that's what I'm getting at, right? If you just get everything handed to you, right, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
It means nothing to you, right? If somebody handed me $1 million right now, yeah, I'd want it. Give me that $1 million. I'll take it. But I might spend $500,000 on a house or this.
Yeah.
But if I saved my whole life for $1 million, I would really be nitpicky of where that money is going.
Oh yeah.
I'd put a lot more thought and effort into it.
Yeah, you might have a little more hard time too wanting to even spend that money.
Exactly.
You know what it took to get to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So don't be entitled, guys. But also stay safe. Stay motivated, guys.
Yes.
And have a great Friday, and we will catch you guys all on Monday.
Yeah,
have
great
a great weekend, guys.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.